Well, here I am up at the top. Looks like a lot of drifts. The wind blew the plastic off my boards for the next wall, but apparently it did so after it snowed, because there's no snow on them, so that's a plus. About a 2-foot drift on the platform itself. With the walls I got up, you know, they held up good. Fire pit's under snow drift. I'm gonna dig that out first and make me a fire. But you know, my last video, you know, I'd mentioned something about the Inuits and how the guy that wrote the book about them had said that he you know, asked an Inuit guy that worked for him at the trading post to shovel, and he didn't really get the concept, and didn't make any sense to him to do that, you know, because he was just used to living with it, you know, and not battling against it. You know, and here I am with a truck and a snowplow and all that stuff. And but that got me thinking, you know, just as a quick thought, who is really at the disadvantage? Us in our modern technology, or the, you know, the ancestors out there, you know, living with what they had and doing quite well at it. And I think overall, I mean, at first glance it would seem like they were at the disadvantage, because, oh, look what we can do with vehicles and technology and machines. But ultimately, we're slaves to those machines, and we're slaves to the system that produces them and produces the fuel for them. So who's at the real disadvantage? Ultimately, I think we are. And you know, it's something I'd like everybody to really stop and think about. You know, in their life, if all this stopped, it's no different for them, because that's how they always lived. For us, if all this stopped, I mean, me, Mr. Survival and Preparedness, you know, maybe I'd be an advantage over the average, you know, middle class, you know, picket fence, go to work every day, and, you know, go on vacation every year, and my lawn's greener than my neighbor. If I was that, you know, maybe I got an advantage over that kind of guy. But you know, a winter like this, even with you know, metal hand tools and things that the ancestors didn't even have, you know, it'd be rough. People will die. So getting up to speed now, you know, is going to do nothing but put you ahead of the curve. You know. So now I'm going to put the plow away and break out the shovel.